Hey, this is Miko. I'm in the new 2019 BMW X5, but what I wanted to show today, this car has the Parking Assistant Plus, which is the latest version of the BMW parking system, and we are going to test it. So there are three things. There's the parallel parking, there's perpendicular parking, and there's when it retraces its own steps. This is a new thing. Also, the other systems have been updated, so it works a little bit differently. It used to, you had to hold the button when you were parking. Right now you don't need to hold it, so it literally does everything on its own. So right now what I want to do, I'm going to drive around our own parking lot, and I'm going to try, there we go. So this car just recognized parallel parking spot, and this is what you see here. And if there are multiple spots, you'll need to select which spots. So even right now, for me to start parking, I do need to click this spot, and then it tells me that it's not substitute, which means I'm still responsible, and I have to say okay. And then it tells me to start parking, hands off steering wheel, and release the brake. So this is the little bit scary part. I did test it, because in the old system you had to hold the button, so it gave you kind of like a feeling of safety. You take your finger off and it stops. Right now it told me I'm responsible, but it does everything. And right now there's like a gate over here, there are cars behind, and I'm hovering with my foot over the brake because it is scary. Okay, so right now it just canceled everything because it detected an obstacle. So I'm guessing this is just not a really good spot, and I'm going to try another one. But it's a good demonstration that if the car thinks something is wrong, it's not going to let you wreck itself. So that's a good sign. And I'm going to try another one. I'll find a better spot. So right now let's cancel this. A little bit of traffic around here. Hope we can find another good spot to practice on. Yes, there are a couple of spots. Let's try this side. So again, I'm turning on the system. Hit the P button for the parking system to start working. I turn the signal just in case, and I'm driving past the lot, and I'm waiting for the car to tell me that I'd recognized the spot. And there we go. So same thing. Push the button, recognize that it's my fault if I wreck it, release everything, observe surrounding, and brake manually if necessary. Always bug me that it says brake manually because I'm using my foot, I'm not using my hands. So you see it stopped, it shifted, it turned the steering, and I'm hovering with my foot over the brake pedal, and the rest the car does on its own. So I actually did this in this spot just to test it before. And this is the scary part, because it will go pretty close to the object behind the parking spot. That's it. Stop prematurely, vehicle secured, but it worked fine. It got close to the bushes in the back, and that's fine. So, success. Now you see how it works. It also applied the brake, so the vehicle is secured. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna get out of the parking lot, and we're going to try parallel parking. That's not new. This is just the newest generation of the system, and we're just going to go around the block quickly to find a parallel parking spot, and we're going to test it. Come on, Uber person, go somewhere. No blinkers. All right, so this is an easy street, not a lot of traffic. Turn on the system, turn the signal, just so in case the car is wondering which side I want to park on. And I'm driving. I think there's a speed limit of like 25 miles. Okay, and they just told me there's a spot. Click on the square. Okay, foot off the brake. So the difference I can tell just by the way it's working, it works much faster than the older system. It just parks faster. So, which is good. You're not going to obstruct traffic behind you. Nobody's going to be beeping and honking. And usually gets closer to the car in the front. And vehicle secured. And again, the brake is on, the car's in park, I can just get out. Okay, so that worked great. And the last thing we're gonna do, I'm gonna go back into the lot to our parking structure, and we're going to test backup assistant. And what it does is it retraces, I think, up to 160 feet, I believe, of what you did. So the idea is that if you park in a weird spot, like in a garage, let's say, and you just went nose in and you're not sure how to get out, the car will remember how you got in. It's going to get you out just the same way. It's not going to get you out of every spot, because let's say you're in the parking lot and you got in, but then some cars moved. Your car doesn't know that those cars moved. So if there's a new obstacle, that's going to be a problem. So you're still going to, keep track of what's going on. But again, if it's just your garage and it's really tight and you somehow weaseled in and you don't know how to get out, this is what it's going to do. So I'm going to go on top of our parking structure, which is pretty tight, and we're going to see how it works. And it's pretty close. Just slow people in front of me. So another thing is that we would not be able to test, but some new BMWs have the feature where you can, if you have the remote key, the like display key, you can control the car like a remote car while being outside the car. And I do have a video for that, I think, from when the 5 Series came out. I just cannot test it on this car because we just don't have it here. So, parking system is on. Automatic parking, that's not what I need. This is what I need. Okay. Okay, so it's telling me 64 feet. And I just got into this, or like a driveway, which is kind of tight. And I stopped. Okay, backup assistance, engage reverse gear. Start driving, observe surroundings, and brake manually. So I guess I need to push the brake. The gas. Yeah, so I'm controlling the driving. It doesn't drive itself, but it steers. So I can give it some gas to get it going. Now I'm just holding the brake so it doesn't go too fast. But as you can see, it's driving itself back the way we came, and it's counting the feet. Yeah, so it was like it started from 130, I think, feet, and it's just counting down. So we really got out of this thing. So now it's going to be interesting. If you saw how I got here, it's pretty tight for a big car like this. So I'm going to see how far it's going to take me backwards. So I'm getting close to cars on the side, but I guess that's how I drove. And if I got here this way, I should be able to get out the same way. That's the idea. Again, I'm driving as slow as I want. I'm just controlling the brake. I want to make sure I'm not breaking anything. And the route will be reached shortly. It just gave me a warning, and it's counting down the feet. And that's it. I used it up. But as you can see, it went pretty far on its own memory, and it retraced its steps. So that's it. The system works perfectly. As you can see, the first try there was some obstacle. The car got confused, so it just stopped itself. It did not brake itself. And the rest, everything worked fine. Again, this is the Parking Assistant Plus. On this car, it's a part of a package, but if you have this option in the package or by itself, probably on different models will be set up differently. But this is the newest parking system, and that's it. Worked great. Thanks for watching.